dollar store glasses.
Ooh. That's murky waters, nigga. I'm murk and slaughter, niggas. So let me get back into my niggas.
Sergeant Slaughter.
Sergeant Slaughter.
With a short mustache.
That was a little nut, yeah. Oh, God. I remember watching Sergeant Slaughter, man. Woo. G.I. Joe, nigga.
A real
I'm going back
American hero.
I'm going back. He was a wrestler, a cartoon hero, nigga. He was everything. And I don't even know if he was really in the fucking army.
I'm not sure.
I don't even think he was really a sergeant, man. I think that nigga's gimmick was played so damn well that people actually thought he was in the military. Or he might have been. Like,
Was he really slaughtering?
Like, this guy was actually a drill sergeant. That dude from Full Metal Jacket. Private.
Oh, yeah.
Gunther is his name. I think his real name, Gunther or some shit like that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, but he was a real motherfucking jarhead for real, like in real life. And I always enjoyed his role. Texas Chainsaw Massacre as a cop. He was a motherfucker in there. You ever see that one?
Once, yeah. Those are the. I was always that child of. I saw the movies once, man. I never
Texas.
had
I'm talking about the more recent ones. He was in Texas Chainsaw.
Oh no.
It came out a couple years back or so. The remakes of them. You know what I mean? It was he was the motherfucking asshole cop. Yeah. Some bitch. Hey, hi, motherfuckers. Welcome. Stop that. Chop that. Put it in the top. Back to the shicky show, niggas.
Never want to drop that.
You know what it is, nigga.
Magic act, take it out the top hat.
Rabbits, nigga. Abracadabras.
Click, clack, cock back. Pretend I'm a girl, put my cock back.
That's what they do now.
Sometimes.
This is studs. They call them studs. I know. I'm confused. I mean, there is a crime for confusion right now, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah, we starting off hot.
Yo, check out the murder mystery LGBT crime thriller that I'm currently writing called Crimes of Confusion.
Crimes of Confusion.
Do you know what episode 107 is called?
Yeah. Woo.
Crimes of Confusion.
Come out the gate hot. Crimes of Confusion.
COC. Holding it down.
That's the thing. It's the thing. If you are confused, you are in fault, my friend, and you didn't even know it.
Wow.
That might be the end stamp at the end of the page. For all you niggas, come around to this nice circumference that we have applied and supplied for you, known as watermelon vs versus pumpkin, nigga. Watermelons here, pumpkins here.
Gourd wars everywhere.
Gourd wars everywhere.
Watermelons here, pumpkins here. Because you know we got the gourd wars everywhere.
Oof, they are not ready for that. I don't think they were born ready for that, nigga. Takes levels for this shit. Welcome, my niggas. It's watermelon versus pumpkin. I'm Young Pastry, man. You see the glasses. You see the hat. If you don't see him, you hear it. Hear about the hat. Hear about the glasses.
Right? If you're not watching us on YouTube, then you hear about it.
Hear about it.
And I could imagine for some that might be even better. You know what I mean? To just hear about it and just be like, I wonder. Right. And, you have the temptation of it's there. Like, I would imagine it might be like, and real quick, I am his, not your co-host, Lil Mattress, LILMATTRES. Everything's down below. Click there. Check us out. We out here. But I imagine it might be like being the child of a porn star, where you'd be like, I know it's there. But do I? And that might be like the people that listen to us, where they just be like, they might have an idea in their head of what we might be like, and they don't want to ruin it.
Word of mouth works just fine.
If I look
Her
at it,
mom was a porn star. Guess I'll never know.
Right?
Because sure as hell don't you want to see a frontal shot. Mommy looking sexy with the lingerie. That's not gonna
I'll tell you though, it fucks me up seeing some of the porn stars on Instagram with like their kids in high school, like attending their kids' high school baseball game, where I'm like,
wow.
You guys have had some conversations.
Wow, you've cleared this out. Listen, come here, bring it around, kids. Mommy sucks dick for a living. Okay, go and get that out right now.
Tough, man.
There's 6. You gotta tell them. That had to lead to fights. A lot of more friends, I'd say, for the boys having their friends that were
sleep over at your house, Billy.
Yeah, like especially when they at teenage shit, like all the boys at your house, fights. I mean, you got to think about it. Like, dude, I'll fuck your mom while everybody else has. Your mom's such a whore.
Not even, bro.
Goes, yeah, she is.
You're not even skimming it, bro. I could hold a phone up to your face with your mom getting a cum shot on her. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about words. No.
This is a new era.
I got the 6-inch screen just going, and look at that.
Look at your mom right here. This is what I came for. Miss Johnson, can you show me this move later? Like,
right?
Like if the kid comes and he's a smart ass and he shows your mom when he comes to y'all, hey, Miss Brooks, how you doing? Hey, What did this scene really hurt? Did you? And then
Right?
she go, actually.
Let me tell you about it.
It's funny you say that. Oh my God, my ass wasn't the same for a week. You know, it's like
That was my first and last triple penetrate. Like, oh no.
You guys, bring your friends around more often. Now teach them a couple of things. Like, Ma, God, what the fuck, Mom?
It's a different life.
Oh my God! Like, is she the interactive mom? Is she like engaging, passing out condoms and toys to the kids?
Right.
Here, she's gonna love that. Bring it to your girlfriends on prom night. Here's condoms. Here's vibrators. Who else? Who needs a cock ring? Anybody? It's like, oh God. And some people have that kind of open relationship, man. I'm pretty sure that some of those porn stars probably are like that with their kids, man.
Yep.
Just that open
And even
format.
not porn star. I'm sure there's just, there's moms out there like that. Like,
Right.
let me see your dick. What do we have over here? What do we? Did you?
See that thing?
sure.
You been shaving? Did you grow a
Exactly.
couple centimeters from the last time mommy looked?
Make sure it's clean underneath.
Check.
Let me smell your dick.
Left check in the base. Finger swipe white glove. All right, you're good.
Like we said, welcome to the Watermelon versus Pumpkin podcast. You might tune in. We don't know what's going to happen. And
Nobody
if you
knows.
don't know what's going to happen, then that's great because that's what we're all about here is discussing the topic at hand. We're in a new year,
New year.
new gear,
New shit.
swimwear, gym gear.
Talk to him. Been here, been there.
Yo, so it's 2020 and already off the bat, people are already talking about well, you know what you got to do because you know how they're going to get you. Whenever you sign a check, whenever you do anything for this entire year, you're going to have to write the entire thing. You're going to have to write 2020 because if you write just 20, then anybody, they out there
They,
can come
right.
after it and put any date that they want after. And you're like,
Oh,
I just
boy.
can't live that paranoid.
That going on?
That's the big
Before
thing
they
now.
would
It's like
squeeze it before.
Yeah.
Now they have to do
now
2000.
you got to write 1, 10, 20, 20. You can't leave it at
Jesus.
just 20 because they're going to get you. They're going to get you.
God, is that a thing? I hope I don't run into that like at a bank or something. Like, sir, excuse me.
We need it
2020.
all. We
You got to
need it
put
all.
2020. Like, you start filling out shit online now when you put in like numbers. Like, we need the whole thing.
Yep.
Like, I can't just put 20. What the fuck is wrong with you? I mean, a lot of these things do.
Fuck
do
is wrong with
right,
you?
A lot of them do the 4 digits for a lot of these things I do see online shit or whatever. Insurance shit when you're filling out. You just all 4 digits, okay? Because there's another 80 and they get around from 1880.
Yo, but it's been a crazy month. It's 2020. Obviously, as you know, we up in January. And here's a list of the first. We're recording this on the 9th of January.
Yeah, I know why that.
So now here's a list of the things that have happened.
in the first 9 days.
So far.
Okay.
January 1st.
One.
The Pope almost got canceled. I'm not sure if you saw this shit.
No.
The Pope is out there, and the Pope is always a different position of people look up to the Pope. Some people hate the popes. It just is how
Pray
it
to
is.
the Pope.
But
I don't.
it's tough for anybody in the news today to act because all your actions. But he's interacting with a crowd for whatever reason. I'm not sure where he was, what he was doing, but he was interacting with the crowd. And everybody wants to just touch him. So
That's right. That's the whole.
yeah, they want. Oh my God, he touched. Yeah,
Right.
I've been blessed because I touched him. He's shaking hands. He's not at the end of the row. It's like he walked up to a gated crowd. You know what I mean? So he's not at the end of it. He's literally in the middle. He walks a little bit down. It's time for him to turn around and go. He gets to a spot, and the last woman that he missed because he was, I gotta go, locks onto his fucking hand, pulls him in. He
roped him. Fucking
pulls him in like, I'm not getting 1 foot within the Pope and missing my opportunity to get the blessed flesh on me. So
God,
she
lassoed him.
grabs him, pulls him in hard in the yard. He's pulling his hand back, comes around with the left, slaps her hand off him. Get off me. Like, yo, don't do that
don't
shit.
grab me like that.
when that guy tried to kiss Will Smith on the red carpet, and he's like, dodged it a couple times and hit him in the face one time. Like,
right.
whoa.
Yo, what the fuck
So
wrong with you? Slapping her. What's
yeah.
wrong with this guy?
So the Pope, and he slapped her hand. It was like, let me go. Like, because at that point, she was like, I get it. She got caught up in the moment. I don't think she was trying to cause him harm. It was just
Right.
like, no, you're not going to shake 75 people's hand and just miss me. And I'm 76 and you just missed me.
Right,
So she was
right.
like, no.
Me.
Pulled-
touch me, nigga.
Pulled him back in. And like I say, he slapped her hand. And so, immediately, because life is no longer nobody can agree on anything. So immediately goes 50-50. Me, I'm on the side of, yo, don't touch me like that. Boom, he slapped her hand to, yo, get off me. And then, of course, there's the other, oh, my God, the Pope should step down. No, that's not how you act.
Turn the other cheek, Pope.
Yeah.
She probably would have grabbed that one, too. That's all I'm saying.
Yep.
Like, he ran out of cheek moves. At that point, I guess the Pope, they don't have security then, right? They don't have...
No, he did. He had plenty of security around him. It was just one of those,
Quick flash
it could have
bang.
happened to anybody, man.
Bang, grab.
It was...
I mean,
Thank you.
Did they react quick when he slapped her off? And they're like, whoa, hold on, bitch.
Yep.
This is the Pope we talk about now. This
Exactly.
This ain't no average Joe. This ain't Pastor Johnson. This the Pope, nigga.
Yep. And, so immediately it blows up into, oh, my God, the Pope hit somebody. He has to... Yeah, but what about what she did to him first? That's the shit that I don't like. It's like, and he didn't swing on her. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
He did get your fucking hand off me, and he slapped her hand.
So she's going to do a nice email to the Vatican.
Right? Yo, my bad.
To whomever may concern. Dear Vatican.
And so, mind you, that's day one.
First day.
That's January 1st.
They try to touch the Pope. They try to get out of hand. Day one. Bam.
January 2nd.
Deuce. It's my mother's birthday, by the way.
We kill. It's what?
That was my mother's birthday, by the way. Happy birthday,
nice.
mama.
Shout out, mama.
Yeah.
January 2nd, we kill the highest ranking military official in Iran.
Second?
That was on
I felt like
January
that was a
2nd.
second ago. I thought that was like yesterday. No. That was on the second. Shit. 7 days ago.
So his name was, I'm not sure his first name, but it was Soleimani, Soleimani.
And I wasn't really clear of, why. I didn't understand what nuclear threat was happening, or was it just like Trump was like, you know what? Fuck you, nigga. I don't like the way you said that. I'm gonna kill you now. Or has he been wanted for a long time? You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. I didn't really look into the story myself. I know about it. I seen a couple CNN pops on it, but I didn't dive in.
Yeah, it was
why he did it. I know he did it, but I was trying to get clarity on the question mark of why.
And once again, I think then the earth splits in two because he's a gentleman who has killed thousands of people.
Oh, yeah.
He's,
Definitely,
he is a bad guy that got killed.
Mm-hmm.
But then, like you said, then you look into the whys because George Bush II didn't kill him.
Right. He's been around this long doing fucked up shit, right?
Obama didn't kill him.
Right.
And so now there's a thing of like, well, people think Trump just killed him to start another war and to guarantee, because usually in wartime, presidents don't change. You know what I mean?
Right.
Alexa, what was the gentleman's name in Iran that got... Alexa, what was the guy's name in Iran that we just killed?
Sorry, I'm not sure.
I know.
Iranian president?
Alexa, no, he wasn't a president. Alexa, tell me about Soleimani.
Sorry,
Alexa,
I'm not sure.
stop. Alexa, tell me about Soleimani.
Sales are activities related
Alexa,
to
stop.
selling.
You dumb bitch. Come on, man. Well, I mean, listen, they're not going to kill us today. I'll tell you
Right,
that. The electronics are not going to kill us today. The computers are not going to take
One
us
day
over.
she'll take over and kick ass.
But regardless, you don't come here for the news. You just come here to be entertained by a black man and a white man getting together along so well.
You know what's good? We can talk about shit that we don't know about sometimes.
Exactly.
And I think that's people lose that. Like, we're not 100% sure, and we'll tell you that, folks.
Yep.
We're not gonna bullshit you. Like, we don't know. We're using Alexa crazy ass.
Exactly.
She fucking up.
we trying to be out here like this.
This is real type shit, man. This is some shit you sit down, you in the room with somebody like, yo, what's the bullshit? At one point, there was no Alexa. You might have known the bitch named Alexa who was kind of smarter than the rest of us. You might have called her up. You call Alexa. She be knowing shit like that.
So January 1st, the Pope slaps the lady's hand away from him. Basically, the Pope hits somebody on January 1st,
Right.
which you're like, oh my God, if the Pope is hitting people
And then
for a good reason, in my
Trump
opinion,
hit somebody on the
what's
second.
happening? January 2nd, boom, we take out a high-ranking military dude in Iran. January
Possible
3rd,
ISIS threat or whatever.
so now the internet goes nuts with, oh my God, this is World War III. That's what's happening. On
Every time.
January 3rd, all the memes start coming out.
We're going to war.
And then you go into now people start being dickheads to each other of like, oh my God, so now that means everybody that voted for Donald Trump, you better be ready to go to war, right? You guys are ready to go to war,
Oh,
right?
yeah,
So that immediately,
Oh, you people
everyone
that
with a
wanted
MAGA
him.
hat is going to sign up for the military today, right? Calm down.
Right.
So that was January 3rd then. January 4th, Colin Kaepernick's bitter ass comes out and calls the United States terrorists and said, this attack and killing this gentleman was just another in a long line of like, man, I don't talk like this, but, and I'm not saying the whole love it or leave it, but I'm saying Colin Kaepernick really seems like he doesn't want to be here. You know? And I'm like,
that's an option for people.
You have so much money.
He's got some left.
Why not go somewhere where you would like to be? That's what I don't understand. Because I'm not talking about broke people that are complaining that could not move. I'm talking about Colin Kaepernick is still a millionaire.
Right.
If you don't want to be here, why not go somewhere that you would like to be? Whether it's Canada, whether it's France, whether it's Italy, whether it's wherever the fuck you want to go. If you don't like it here so much, why are you staying here? Right. It's just like I said, I'm not doing the whole Darky needs to leave. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not doing the love or leave it. I'm just saying, yo, you have the resources, and you seem like you really don't like it here. You know?
Right. No. Oh shit! Double click.
Double bounce.
I think too.
They heard us talk about Kaepernick. The black man's phone goes off.
Cap,
I'm looking at you right now.
I got you, Cap. I got you, Cap. Listen. Yes, he probably doesn't like some of the social injustices, so you're doing things about it, and just do those things. You know what I mean? I don't know. Push forward and push. It's not something you can tackle overnight. You know what I'm saying? Like we've said this before. You know, we've talked in the past, and you have said that in the past. It's like it's not a thing. You're not gonna just find it and kill it and eradicate it. No, if there's things that you see wrong and you have money and influence, then put that money towards going towards certain things instead of bitching about it on Twitter. Yep. You know what I mean? About this place is terrorist. Like, okay, you're voicing your opinion, Cap. You got money and resources to do something about something. So go find something to do about it instead of being the conspiracy guy. Yo, they're all out to fucking, you know, and they're trying to take us all away. And
and I'll tell you, ever since he had that workout and it didn't work out, let me drop bars on you. Let me drop bars on you. Ever since Cap had to work out and it didn't work out.
Now he got his workout.
Now he's losing it. I'm not. Let me tell you.
Hear him talking a little more.
He's going off on Twitter. Now he's active on Twitter like he never was before. I'm not going to say lose his mind, but I'm saying
in a couple years of him being absent from the league and the whole kneeling thing, that's been 2 years now. You know what I mean? So you think about it, it's like it's been 2 years of really not hearing Cap's voice.
No.
Everybody, like you said, everybody always spoke for him, and you didn't really hear Cap kind of coming to the front and very being clear of boom, 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 and or stating or bitching about the NFL not giving him a shot, or bitching about, hey, I got blackballed, and having more rallies and more things like that, and voicing his opinion about it. Then he pretends he wants to go back to football just to say it was a setup anyways. And that's, you know, I think that was a move. He was just trying to prove the NFL wrong and bad. He wanted to give them a bad look, so he said, I'm going to go here. I'm going to fuck around a little bit, make them jump through hoops, try to make them do this and that, and then they're going to play me, and I'm going to do the, see? It's because I'm black. See, I told you. And it's there's a lot in the NFL that needs to be fixed, and a lot of it's, you know, you got big, rich, white owners, man, that like things a certain way. And that's how they're running their fucking business, man, and it's tough. But you need to get more people of minority that are becoming more wealthy, and take your money and put it into things like that, man. Start owning shit. Start being the change by being the change. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, you want change, and be it, man. Like, you know, you have access. Look, you fucking, you know, black millionaires across the world, man. If you're listening somehow to this, man, you have access. You got money to be a resource. Go buy these companies. You tired of seeing all white fucking CEOs of companies? Then go buy a fucking company. Be a company. Be the black CEO. Hire fucking black people to run it. You know what I mean? That are qualified. Or, you know what I mean? Like, go do it. You know what I'm saying? Shit. I can't be mad when I go into the Chinese restaurant and everybody that works in there is fucking Chinese. They're fucking Chinese. They're selling Chinese food. It's Chinese people that stay looking out for their people. Hey, listen, just because, you know, maybe the whites are majority looking out for the people, and some of them do it in a fucked up manner, has been going on a long time, guys. It's all good. Be the change, man. Make small fucking things in your hood, man. If it bothers you that much and you're losing sleep over it, and you got to tweet about it every 2 seconds, then go out there and fucking put footwork in, man.
Be the change, because you know what happened that we've changed so much now? The bees are starting to change. I mean,
seasonal shit for you niggas.
It was really bad, and I'm not proud of it. But listen.
But I just wanted to reach out to y'all on that, women, because, you know, cut it out. You know, it's not always that, but it is that. But it's not always that. That's all I'm saying.
Exactly. Now, I feel you on that. It is that, but it's not always that.
Right. Come on. Best way to sum it up.
So that's just January 4th. Now, January 5th, Ricky Gervais lights up Hollywood like nobody's business.
Ricky Gervais.
Ricky Gervais, He's a comedian, show writer. He is most famous for he invented The Office when it was an overseas show. Like The Office that's now come over to be on Netflix and all that.
Right.
It was based on a show in wherever he's from.
From the BBC.
And that was his big break, and then he's gone on to do plenty of things since then. But he hosted the Golden Globes and lit motherfuckers up.
He was
Like to the point where everyone in the crowd is like kind of at that point even done with their polite smiles, and they're just like, he's just hosting and making fun of us. I don't like this.
It's like he didn't stop. Usually you come up with some couple of pop shots and you get on with the show. Put it around the room taking fire.
So I will read to you the last paragraphs of his speech. Of this was the opening of the show.
Of the Golden Globes.
He said, Apple roared into the TV game with a morning show, a superb drama about the importance of dignity and doing the right thing, made by a company that runs sweatshops in China. Well, you all say that you're woke, but the companies you work for in China, unbelievable. Apple, Amazon, Disney. If ISIS started a streaming service, you would call your agent, wouldn't you? So if you do win an award tonight, don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world. Most of you have spent less time in school than Greta Thunberg. So if you win, come up, accept your little award, thank your agent, thank your God, and fuck off, okay? It's been 3 hours long already. Right, let's do this. Let's get to the first award.
He said
Bro,
fuck off?
This is in front of Brad Pitt, Meryl Streep, every single...
What's he look like? I don't think I've ever seen a picture of him.
Everybody A-lister in Hollywood is in this room, and he just roasts them like that.
That's hilarious.
Goes hamster on everybody.
What's his name? Ricky Gervais?
Ricky Gervais.
Gervais.
Yep.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Was anybody trying to get up and leave?
No, because then that's all that would be on the news. You know what I'm saying? But he lit up everybody for the entire
I've
show.
seen him before.
Yeah.
He sounds triggered by the Golden Globes critics. Wow.
Bro, he lit up everybody. And now it's funny. Now the critics are coming out talking about him just like, oh my God, why did he pick on them? Like, yo, you're talking about he's picking on fucking A-list celebrities and millionaire and billionaires. Calm the fuck down. He'll be...
Bad for them.
No. And then you know what people did after that? They got up and they all made their like, and the war is wrong and women should be able to get as many abortions as they want. And that's what he was.
Right. They did exactly what he was
but
saying.
But they were going to do it anyway,
right.
but because that's what everybody does at those award shows. They're like, I won. I just won an award for being an actress. You know what it's time to do now? Oh, let me get up there and tell everyone about abortion. When it's like, yeah, those aren't the.
And I think that, when you think about it, man, when people made big political moves and big moves against something, they kind of went out and they did the action and everything was brought to it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All the light was brought to what they were actually doing. Now it's just like, I just want to bring light and not really do anything, but let's just bring light to the subject.
Mm-hmm.
I want to bring light, and because I have a voice, I'm going to voice my opinion. But unless you say, listen, I got a fucking program out right now that I'm investing in, and I need you guys, and all the proceeds are going towards X, Y, and Z. Mm-hmm. That's the kind of plug that I would expect to hear if you're going to go and bitch about something.
Yep.
I got somewhat of a solution. It's probably not the solution, but it's part of a solution towards a bigger one. Here's what I got. If you got that approach, it sounds, It sounds a little better. Like, hey, I'm going to bitch about it, but guess what? I got an idea.
Yeah, if there's action behind it, that's more than a retweet. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think that helps everybody out. But so that was day 5. Ricky Gervais lit him up. And I'll be honest with you. I was never too much of a fan of his before then, and that kind of cemented where I was like, holy shit, this dude just went off. Because it's one of those, as you're seeing it, you're kind of just like, oh shit, no, he's in front of all these people that he's talking about right now, and just straight up, they're waiting for the punchline. When he's like, if you do your speech, just get up, do your speech, thank your agent, thank your God, and fuck off. And
It's a thank your God and fuck off.
and they're in the crowd waiting for the punchline. Like, okay, how's he gonna make this funny? How's he gonna make this about Trump? How's he gonna?
That's funny.
And no, he just lights these fuckers up.
And as they say, they got their fucking acceptance speech all.
Yep.
Tighten it up a little bit.
Well, I'm gonna talk about abortion and fuck, but no, and then they all still went up and did all their self-important speeches,
Right.
and ended up looking like assholes because
It's crazy, man, because like activists, your original pioneer activists were activists that became celebrities, not celebrities that were active. You know what I mean? It's almost
they was activists, not actors and actresses.
Listen.
Get away from my family.
True shit, man. Activists became celebrities, man, from what they did. These are just, you got millionaires that just want, oh, it's terrible what they're doing. Open your eyes, people. The turtles are I don't know why. I never seen a turtle run into a straw before. I don't get why. Like, my daughter's watch. My daughter's going crazy, man. Like, I got her fucking metal straws for Christmas because she was very excited. We go to the restaurant. She wants to put her lips on a dirty cup.
Yep. But
I'm like, I just don't understand where that part is coming in. Like, because we got to get rid of all plastic if that's the case, right?
Yeah.
Fucking plastic is everything, everywhere. You know what I mean?
Yep. I mean, hey, she could be in the worst stuff. I look at it like that,
Save the turtles, honey.
Yep.
Save, and I even bought her a recyclable shirt. So let's
Nice.
get out of plastic and threads and like I'm making a changer, a saver, a changer, I'm making
Bars.
making a changer in the world.
So now that's only January 5th. So, the year is very full of everything. Now, January 6th, Harvey Weinstein's trial finally begins. It's a hell of a week right now. January 6th, Weinstein's trial begins.
Wasn't there a new person came too? Or was it?
Yeah, I think 2 more came down the pike. Alexa, can you tell us about Harvey Weinstein's trial so far?
Here's something I found on the web. According to indexjournal.com, Weinstein's trial begins Monday, January 6, 2020, more than 2 years after a torrent of women began accusing him of misconduct.
Thank you. All right.
Scalp, yada, 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 scalp. Shout out to Shannon Sharp. My man keeps me going in the morning. My favorite sports talk show. Probably is Skip and Shannon, undisputed. They like to yell at each other.
You just said, hey, the thing we were just talking about? Never mind. This is my favorite sports talk show in the morning.
Well, you said Skip, and it brought me there. Sorry, guys.
I know.
Real squirrel moments. It could be what's in this little vape. Not too sure.
You just went, just fucking. What's this over here?
Yeah, well, the Alexa dropped my
I
thought.
know. dropping thought. I mean,
We were talking about Weinstein
that is
fucking
true.
bitches.
Yeah,
and,
they're
I'm sorry, that was a bad way to put it.
Yep.
Talking about Weinstein.
coming in plants because that's what they're saying, man. He was getting on that weird begging shit of like, all right, well, if I can't do it, can you just watch me? Can you? But everybody knows that game. Like, all right, you don't want to fuck, give me head. No, can you just give
touch
me?
it.
Can
He's a guy of power, man. He was.
damn girl,
having
just
his
kiss my
way.
neck while I jerk off? Can we do that?
Right. He used his power.
Can
to
you
get
just
his
listen?
way.
Can I know that you're listening to me jerk off in the other room? Can we do that? I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You know what I mean? It's definitely the Weinstein because he left stains everywhere. He went on their lives, on their blouses,
Ooh, on their souls,
their souls,
probably on their shoes and their heart.
oh,
Listen.
shoes and heart. But my whole thing too is like it is what you sold your soul for cheap. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's got to go 2 ways. You got to put them on blast, ladies. As soon as that's happening, air them out.
Yep.
You did what you did to get somewhere. Unfortunately, that's how he presented it for you to get that, but you took the bait.
Now
you're mad about it.
Now
You know what I mean?
what's interesting.
It's fucked up that you had to stoop that low, if you ask me.
Because things exist and laws of probability and things of that nature. What's interesting too is I wonder if there's a girl who's out there now, a woman who has like gave him head like the week before he got in trouble and was promised all types of movie roles, and now it's just like, I sucked a dick for nothing.
Right. It didn't work out. It didn't work out the way I planned it.
Because like she did that and it was like right at the end. It was like the woman that grabbed the Pope's hand. It's like, no, right at the end. Oh, no, too late. You did something wrong at the end.
I'm just trying to imagine festering for years that you sucked the producer's dick to get in the movie, and then you got in the movie, and then you became successful from that movie and got money and fame from it, and then you're like, you're emptying out your closet like, I sucked a dick for a role. I need to, he's got to go down. It's like, whoa, that was an asshole move, but you should have called the asshole out when he was trying that move.
Yeah.
That's my whole thing. You sold your soul for cheap, baby. you gave him head, and now your morals are fucking with you bad.
It's some of that buyer's remorse way too far in the future, and of course, because he's a person that's in a position of power, he shouldn't be taking that.
Of course, that's wrong what he's doing. But
the people that take it and then go, then you also got to be like, well, you also did it. So let's not everybody be so holier than that.
I'm about to go Kanye on y'all real quick. Being a hoe is a choice. Sound like it to me. Sorry.
I agree.
You know what I mean? If you're selling your ass, you're kind of choosing to do that, you know? Anybody that sells drugs, you know, like, yo, I had no other way. Yeah, you probably did. Yeah. You could have tried to find some other way. You had the feeling like, I get it, my guys, I get it. You feel like you have no other way. That's why you do it. But you can't say there was no other way. There's no way you can say that. You know what I mean? There's no other way to do it. I got to do it this way.
Yep.
No, nigga, that's feeling. Feelings from facts. They're two different. They're not even neighbors, I don't think.
Well, they're synonymous today, but
right.
in real life,
true. Facts.
They're not
facts
supposed
are
to be.
opinions and feelings.
Yeah.
That's right. My bad. My bad.
That's what a lot of people you'll see on the internet when they're talking to people who are so bleeding heart and, oh my God, but you gotta understand. They say, facts don't care about your feelings because you can feel a certain way, but when it's a true fact and that just is what it is, like it is the whole thing where I don't know if it was the correct decision, but you know, Donald Trump called and made the decision to kill that gentleman in Iran.
Right.
And now you got to see the people that are coming out just like, oh my God, how could he? When it's like, oh no, he wasn't a good guy. But then it's just one of those weird.
It's like, why are we mind our fucking business? Now we got to go to war. I think Iran, we've been beefing with them for a long time. I
don't think we've ever been cool with them.
No, Iran hasn't been our biggest ally. I think we did teach him a lot, like we always do.
Iran.
We show them a lot of shit, and then it comes back to bite us. Like, oh my God, everything we taught him, he used against us. Mm-hmm. Nigga, you taught him. What'd you expect was going to happen?
And now, you know, everything on the internet, you never know what's real. But now there's been a lot of people coming out and saying Obama had paid them for something from the 70s. And it was one of those
Obama's
weird,
fault. Right. Yep, Obama.
Because Obama had both sides of the coin where he had the Black Jesus part where he couldn't get criticized because he was black. Right. And then he also had, you know, the black militant part where everyone was just like, oh my God, it's because he's black. So he had both of them where he has, it's the same thing with Trump. Trump has the people who are like, oh my God, he can do no wrong. And then other people are like, oh my God, he can do no right. You know what I mean?
He's a tyrant. Look at him.
And Obama had that same shit where it was, oh my God, we have black Jesus. And then the other people that hate black people.
Right.
So
it's like, oh God, everything he does is wrong. Look at him with his fingered chicken lips.
With his finger chicken lips. New from KFC.
Finger licking, what I meant to say, chicken lips.
Yo, and that reminds me of, do you remember when unfortunate times in black people selling chicken when Mary J. Blige did that, I think it was a Burger King commercial.
Did she do a chicken sandwich?
Yeah, she crispy chicken. It was bad.
So, hello, Sambo. What we doing? You got a black woman up here singing about chicken.
And it
but
wasn't.
You know what? Embrace it, man. Fuck it, black people. We love chicken, man. So what? They know, okay? Secrets out, nigga. We love chicken. Ta-da! Shit. And I remember working with a Jewish kid that said, bro, that's not fair. That whole stereotype is not. I love fucking fried chicken. I said, and you can have it too. You just can't own the rights.
Welcome to Burger King.
Oh, what's in those new chicken snack wraps?
What's in the new
What's
chicken
in the new
snack?
chicken wraps?
Mary.
Crispy chicken, fresh lettuce, 3 cheeses, fresh rice, and wrapped up in lime. Tasty.
So when you listen to Mary, you got to do the head and the hand.
You got to do that jerk dance.
The new chicken snack wraps.
Almost fall.
Straight scary movie shit. Like that's how
Creeping.
they base Mary. Like you look at some of the newer scary movies, the movements they use are real jerky.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
They got them from Mary.
Mm-hmm.
So
That
Mary,
Mary
so
dance.
Mary's work.
Yeah.
Wow, she made a
I
chicken.
forgot about that.
I've never heard it. I don't think I've seen that commercial. Holy shit, Mary! Why? That's what.
I think, well, like, you know how you have instinct?
Whoa.
I think the black side of you, like, almost instinctually protects you from those things. You know what I'm saying? You know how, like, you have instinct to where you'll see a deer in the woods and, like, who knows how they knew that tree was about to fall on them, but they dipped out. I think your blackness probably protects you from those type of things. I think you might have that shield where
It's a bleed.
something is the bleed that just blocks those things from coming into your.
I don't know. Like, nobody in her corner was like, Mary, you don't think it's funny to ask you to sing about chicken right now?
Yeah.
Like, if you was coming here to sing about the Whopper or like McDonald's Big Mac, okay. All kinds of celebrities do that.
That
I
is
felt
one of
like,
those.
yeah.
I wonder what the bag looked like. I wonder what that was worth.
Right.
Like straight up, because that's what I remember. A lot of people. I remember Flavor Flav said that one day about whole like, yeah, man, they can make fun of me, do the whole roast, all that stuff, but they got to pay me.
Right.
That was kind of his,
That was his thing. Like, I'll take all your little whatever. I'll Sambo it for $1. You know, yeah. Kind of think about it. As long as you're enjoying it, or maybe you got some kind of comfort with. I mean, I would hate for somebody to be like that and really fucking hate, despise it. I do it for the money, but I fucking hate every inch of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess it's got to be like that for some people. It had to be. I mean, you go back in time,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
definitely like that. But more nowadays, it's kind of like.
That commercial was from at least uploaded to YouTube as many times as it was. All the clips are from 7 years ago. So
Wow.
2013.
Yeah, I mean, she looked a little older in it, so it wasn't back in the day, Mary.
No, it wasn't back in the day, but I remember it was 2013.
But it's almost that thing, man, and it's like I know what it is. I get it. You know, I'll talk to my Caucasian friends there too.
Talk to my
You
constituents.
go, guys. You know, I know this is probably what goes on in the back. You know, listen,
Skip.
if we don't include them, they're gonna be upset. So let's include, and we'll do the chicken slot. Nobody in the room said, "Hey, you think they'll be upset if we asked them to do a chicken spot?" Nobody said that one. It's just like, So, guys, let's just think about those things. Yes, include in all things, not in just certain things. And like,
Not in just
like
the chicken commercial.
Right. It seems like a little slight jab, like the blackface mannequin or whatever in fucking H&M or whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
And, like, how do those mistakes get by? Nobody just says like, hey, that might probably not be something that we should like put that on the floor. Somebody say it. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's like,
That one's not good.
That's probably not. It's gonna. And your opinions are your opinions, but when you're fucking dealing with business, your opinions have to go out the window. Like you're trying to sell a product, you want your brand to last. So if half these fucking owners and shit really these business Fortune 5 companies, if you really knew how their thoughts and opinions were about things, and you'd go through the rush of people. Though I'm not supporting them anymore, then probably go back.
That's what
I'm not supporting them.
Uncle Murder said in the 2019 wrap up that he did was about this year, about how like, remember Gucci came out with all that racist shit,
Right?
And he was talking about how they did the ban and then 3 months later they started wearing it again. So it's like,
Right.
what are you doing?
Right. I know. It's like, come on, man. Everybody's got.
Hey, if you mad, stay mad.
Right, you know what I mean? If you're going to hate it, like, people went against Jordan with his whole shit, too, and they're back with him, It's, I don't know. Either stay on the ship or get the fuck off and float, nigga.
Bars. Put it on a t-shirt.
Put it on tape.
So now that's only 6 days into the goddamn year.
Sace, nigga.
So then January 7th, World War III begins, pretty much, where Iran shot 10 missiles to a U.S. base in Iraq. So it's Iran shooting Iraq.
Right, because, we pretty much own Iraq because when we took Saddam down.
Yeah. We didn't exactly leave.
We didn't know. We was like, we're going to help you guys build, and we're going to stick around for a little bit.
And so then that happened January 7th. Then January 8th, World War III is over because Iran puts out their statement that says, that was our comeback. They say, you killed our guy. We shot 10 missiles at you. That's our retaliation. That's what we were doing.
We're all good now. We don't want no more beef.
It wasn't, we're not cool, but we're just going to say that you did this, we did that, and then we're good.
Did we have any death tolls for that U.S. attacks?
We had none.
Oh.
Yep.
All right. You threw a warning shot. You niggas suck.
And you shot bombs in Iraq anywhere. We're not talking about, they didn't shoot Baltimore.
Right.
They shot 10 missiles into Iraq.
Because they know I would hope that our waters are pretty much secure enough. I just would envision like.
Do we have our own bleed?
Yeah, do we have our own bleed? Because I want to envision like, can you imagine like, okay, we're ready for anything, and it's like 1,000 battleships, couple thousand battleships fucking in the waters coming our way. You know what I mean? Like, we got
sharks.
Do we have enough to stop that? That's all my question. Like, hey, U.S., I feel real protected by this USA blanket. I'm not gonna fucking front. I know when it comes to world shit, we kind of bring tremors to niggas. You gotta know that as an American, you know that shit. When it comes, we bicker within ourselves. That's what we do.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
outside this shit, we feel comfy as hell. Like, yeah, I wish a nigga would fuck with us. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. Anybody that hates America, when shit go down, you're gonna be loving the fuck out of this place. I tell you that much right now.
Much right now.
Right now, motherfucker. Cap, you'll be geared up. You know what I mean? You be suited up. Like, yo, USA,
Suited and booted.
USA, yo, click clack, niggas is coming. They ain't gonna have time for you to be like, yo, I was the guy who took a knee and then pow. Damn, they go.
Yep.
He was trying to explain himself.
They gonna cap, and that's no cap.
Ooh, fuck out of here.
Telling you.
But yeah, that whole you're gonna be ready for the war. Yeah.
You ain't ready for the mud.
They don't. It's not really. They really don't want that beef. I just want to know if we safe, nigga. I don't know. I never been in the waters that deep around our barriers to know.
I never swam out that far, dog.
Never swim out that far or been on a boat that far to know.
But you know, it's not
Is
even
there
gonna be.
a station of like battleships that we have?
Not even gonna be that. It'll be air. We come by the air and just drop something on you,
know.
then take a pudding pack and go home.
But what about them niggas gearing up with 2,000-3,000 ships and like we're gonna take it by sea, nigga?
But imagine how far away we'd be able to see that.
That's true. The niggas is coming. They about 4 days out.
We got 3 days. All right, we'll hit them in 2. Save some gas.
Get the fucking shit. But fucking 300 jets flying over your head dropping bombs. Yeah, I think that'll get the point.
Yep.
Yeah, you forget how much fucking US dollar we got, man. How much fucking influence around the world and, you know what I mean? How much shit we've, like, accumulate from trade and shit, man. And
Yep.
building fucking the military. But you look at China now. They got us 10 people to 1 as far as numbers wise. So,
Yeah.
I mean, if they want to theoretically make that many ships and fucking put them in the water and try to come over here, maybe they could. I don't know. Maybe I watched too many movies, nigga.
I
but-
think when/if we ever went to war with China, I think then we would just bring back nukes. I think we'd just be nuking
it's just
people.
gonna be like killing everybody for everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think we would never let anybody get to our land again. Obviously, there's single, but I'm talking about like
Right,
a
because
fleet.
that's, you know, I'm
it
thinking-
wouldn't.
I guess I'm going way back to fucking lobster back days. Like niggas storming the beaches. We don't.
Yeah, I don't
They
think
won't
we,
get that close no more.
I don't think we'd ever let it get that close anymore.
I'm just interested to know if niggas had like secret submarines that block your devices.
Yo, secret submarines.
It's the name of a new CD coming out.
That's the name of the sandwich shop we about to open. Secret subs.
Secret subs.
Shh.
Excuse me, can I order? Just put your finger on their lip when they come in with the order. Okay, now you can.
That's the
order.
first restaurant with ASMR ordering. We're like, can I have? And then, oh my god, I love when you whisper at me. Oh, let me get a whisper of mayo.
Let me get a whisper talk. Get some of that pillow talk, fluffy mayo.
Telling you, secret subs.
Oh my God! So we're
So-
all done with war.
It's So World War III is over.
Did we win?
I think
Did we have allies?
in the grand scheme of things, I believe we did win it. I mean, and of course, this is something that could, much like the herpes epidemic, could flare up at any moment. So we never know.
At the end of the day,
It's the beginning of the night, so we never know what happens with like. Of course, yeah, it could be over and we're having a good time with it, or it could be like, oh man, remember January 8th when it wasn't over and they did whatever they did. So
oof, Iran is sneaky niggas now. Don't be surprised they got some Iranian soldiers right over here on this soil, just waiting for the call. Yo, what you need me to do? You mean to plan something? Go to their little parades, that they like strikes like that, man.
Yeah.
Little just everyday things. Scare the Americans from not doing American
and
shit.
because in America we're not used to that.
Right.
Like in other countries, they're used to like, in third world
fear. That's how
shitty
they're
countries,
feared all the
they're
time.
used to like, oh, there might be a bomb in public, but also there's still countries where it's, oh yeah, someone's getting hung in the city square today. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You guys want to get some guava? Go check it out.
yeah, someone's getting beheaded in public while I'm munching on a melon with fucking spice on it. So we're not used to
We're
that.
not-
type
right.
of-
It's that kind of treatment. It's like, it's so barbaric.
Yep.
That's how they live things. You know what I mean? Those guys have a different way of doing it, man. To them, glory all due to their whatever their fight is for, whether it's their religion or their regime. But blowing themselves up to kill one American is a glorious thing for them.
Yeah.
I mean, yep. We just blew up. We want to kill a lot of people. We only killed one. That's good. That's good enough. Like, how do you stop a man with no fear? You know, that's a
Bro, that's a murder mystery book.
this is questions, nigga. You know what I mean? If he doesn't fear of dying, you're not scaring him of anything else. You know?
Yo, that
Besides-
sounds like the fucking end to a illest wrestling promo ever. Like, just how you talking about you're the man, blah, 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 blah. And I just got one question for you at WrestleMania. How do you kill a man with no fear?
How do you kill a man with no fear? Slap the chest. I'm assuming sweat. You know, when they
Oh, yeah.
you know, they oil up and shit. So when they start coming out, shit's dripping and shit's good
lot
camera
of
effects,
conditioner.
man. Yeah, it's a lot, you know. I remember like Jimmy Fly snooker and shit, man. This shit was shiny, man. Like like niggas had some drip back then, man. Like, bloop, like this nigga's greasy.
That literal drip.
You know what I mean? Like fucking Ultimate Warrior's muscles, I think, look bigger because they greased them up. You know what I mean? like that's what they do for like you know bodybuilders and shit when they're competing.
yeah.
They grease up for a reason, like to make them muscles pop in the light, nigga. Make them look bigger, b.
Something's interesting about male bodybuilding as well, to where, and I think it speaks to society in general, to where you can go as dark as you want from neck down. You know what I'm saying? Like you can go body black, just as long as you don't go black face. You know what I mean?
And there's some that do.
Oh yeah.
I've seen that. Oh, there's. Oof. It's like, so we have here is the Italian American, huh? Here comes Lisa, Lisa D'Antonio, and then she comes up there looking like Keisha, and she's like, whoa, what?
Yep.
A diesel Keisha.
Just right up to the chin though. That's it. Right up to the
Oh my
chin.
God! It's like, and then the smile, that the bodybuilder smile that hurts.
Yep.
I got muscles in my fucking face.
Exactly.
That's what that screams. See, I worked on whatever the muscles in
Yeah.
the cheek would be called.
I
Like,
smile 5,000 times a day, hard,
I'm just doing my reps, dog.
with weights on my eyelids, and just yeah.
That's a whole thing when the workout fanatic runs out of shit to lift, so he's doing his eyelids and
Yep.
his nostril. Gotta get them nostrils big and strong. You know what I mean? There's probably people that exist like that. I'm sure. Strong toes.
But I'll tell you, there's this woman that exists that I'm so happy exists, because if we do get into World War III and shit really goes down, she's on our side, so I know we'll be fine.
Sis, if you come to New York City and you try to blow anything up, I'm coming for you. Y'all ISIS niggas, fuck y'all ISIS niggas. We from New York. I'm from Brooklyn. Fuck ISIS. They killed my boy Biggie.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Whoa.
all I'm saying-
ISIS killed Biggie. I ain't never heard that theory, nigga. That was a new one. That was, woof. Did I see her before? Is that a new one? Oh man.
that was actually, the video was from like when Obama was president.
right.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it
Fuck
was
the
from-
ISIS niggas. Yeah, I remember. I'm from Brooklyn. You understand? Like, I don't think they care.
Yo, and the funniest thing to me is like I'm not saying that she has the job there, because Dave Chappelle made it clear to us, just because I am dressed this way does not, but she is in scrubs, which is a nursing uniform. So all I have to say is that woman might be taking your blood.
She might be taking your blood. So I'll fuck you up and pat you up. Come to Brooklyn, nigga. Come to Brooklyn.
Come to Brooklyn for a blood test.
I would say that she probably is that assistant nurse that's in your primary doctor's office when you go there, and she's like, okay, I'm just gonna take your blood pressure.
Mm-hmm.
All right, she'll talk the doctor be in a second. You know, that's probably her thing.
Yo, you ever have one of those ladies take your blood pressure where you're like, I think something's about to pop? Because there's some that take your blood pressure where it's like, okay, it's cuffed
Right.
on my arm. And then there's other where they're like, are you paying, are we in the same room? Are you paying attention? Like, do you know that we're both here right now?
Oh, where was I at? Yeah, where were you at? You're fucking imploding my arm, lady. That's what you're doing.
And like, your blood pressure's high. I'm like, you're squeezing my like, it feels like you're, Hulk clamping onto my fucking arm right
Is
now.
it normally high?
And
Is it normally high?
You expect me to be calm right now. That shit is the worst.
It's never high. Only when I'm here with you.
Yeah. Baby.
Baby. I know that might be a sexual. Oh, me too. Don't fuck around. Can't joke like that. That's okay, because I was groped today by an old lady. She was cool people. My lady Sarge. Shout out to Sarge.
Sarge. Short.
Old school Korean lady. Like, mind you, Mrs. What's her name from fucking Friday?
Oh.
What up, Craig? Bitch ass. Like, she's kind of like that without the so much bitch ass, but she's down to earth more. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I was down in the spot where I used to work at. And she's in that spot, and I was talking to somebody leaning on the counter. So I felt somebody come up and like kind of touch my ass. It's like,
Just give it a raise.
I'm like, what? And then sees her, she's like, no, Mike, that had been sexual harassment. I said, if I didn't know it better, Sarge, I said, listen, all right, I'm going to go home and wake my lady up right now. Get up. The engine's hot.
Cooking.
You wake up, I'm cooking right now. I got groped by a 58-year-old Korean.
Babe, if I knew it was coming, I would have tightened up on you. Might have broke a finger.
I told you my ass be looking good in a certain light. You ain't want to believe me. Try to tell you my shit be looking juicy to these ladies out here. I was groped by a 6-year-old Korean. You ain't never had that.
You ain't never had that.
So she goes, nigga, I've been groped. Like, all right, never mind.
Yeah. I don't want.
I
Yeah.
forget women
You're right.
get
You're right.
groped.
You're right. You're right.
Yeah. Like, but niggas take, like, come on. I ain't never really been groped and shit by a stranger. She wasn't a stranger. It was her. But, you know what I mean? Like, oh.
Yeah.
I ain't know. At first, you get that, that initial, like, oh, I should probably slap somebody.
I've
right
been
now.
violated.
Whoa. And then she's like, like, oh, you little crazy Korean ass.
You little troll.
You little Korean. Go do it again. I told you got a Greek husband. Yeah, you gonna take this Greek shit too far. There ain't no booty holes. But yeah, that was my morning. And that was on the 9th.
Right? On the 9th. Also, there's news now that Prince Harry is kind of dipping out of the royal family, like kind of distancing himself.
Going rogue.
Which
Like it.
the power of pussy is insane because he's the one that married Meghan Markle, or you can say Meghan Markle married him,
Right.
Because what's that pussy like? Where she just goes, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to be a princess anymore.
It's like coming to America, man. Well, she didn't want the life, but she secretly did. This one's like, I secretly wanted it, but now I don't.
I saw behind the veil, and now I'm like, yo, I'm about to get out of here. You want to come with me?
I would like to take a shit in peace. Like, I can't even take a shit without a guard in front of the bathroom.
I'm trying to take a shit, and this queen is over here.
Taking the shit. Here comes Lizzie. That's what she calls her, probably.
Coming through with these fucking tea and crumpets, and I'm just trying to drop a deuce.
Out there with a fucking perfume bottle with a spray spritzer.
Oh, God.
Every time she
Yo, I
farts, a
could
nigga walks behind
smell
her.
it.
Like, she got a gas guy. Every time he's right behind. He fucking walks around her all day. That's his only job. He fucking sprays her royal ass when she fucking poops. She's a lot older now, so that shit is probably uncontrollable. Uncontrollable flatulence is the Queen's book. You know
Uncontrollable, Duke.
You ain't never smell a royal fart. That's like, you know what I mean? She's eating the finest shit right there, man, coming out that ass.
Right.
Probably don't even smell like nothing. Pure ingredients, man. It's
Getting
funk.
greedy on them.
You know what I mean? She's making her homemade mutts in the back. But now you think about that, man. I mean, just that, having whatever the fuck you want. Whatever, you know what I mean? The finest cuts. Like, there's no limit to money-wise for them, you know?
Master P.
If she's like, look, I want 10 pounds of filet mignon, like, in 3 hours. Make it happen.
That's interesting. I wonder how long it takes to be over that. You know what I'm saying? Say like, and I don't mean necessarily the royal part, but like, let's go with, say, Brad Pitt when he came out and was, person of the year for whatever. When he did Fight Club, when he did all that, and when it's like literally, you can have as much pussy as you can dive into. Like, I wonder when you get tired of like, damn, I could just fuck any girl. I'm just like, to be honest, I'm quite sick of it.
It's like it's just too
when
much.
you have enough money to be like, oh yeah, I'd like lobster and shrimp and catfish for every meal, for the next 3 months until I just like, you know what? I don't want lobster today. You know what I mean? Like,
it's like, fuck this. That's crazy. I can only think that with that, when it comes to being famous and then coming into trying to date, that shit don't work. Because then I think once he starts it, and he never could stay down, because the true them eventually comes out. Because they're going to put up that certain kind of persona. I got to be who I think you want me to be so I can be around you a little more. Yep. And then, oh my God, you're so cute. And I love all the good things about you. And I love all these things about you. I love everything you do. I love everything you do, Brad. And then next you know, she's fucking doing crazy shit. Like, this bitch is, no, it's not. No, so you're really from Wisconsin. You told me Detroit, but okay. That's minor. So you're really not a legal immigrant. You didn't mention that.
you're trying to get Brad Pitt into a green card marriage.
You failed to mention that. You know what I mean? Just people unveil themselves, man. It's just like, who the fuck are you? Like, you put up a good front, man. That's tough. I always say that being a celebrity must suck trying to date, man, because good luck. How do you find somebody real? You better start hitting your exes up.
Yeah, and that must be what well, Nicki Minaj, she married her ex from, way back in the, he knew her
She's like-
before she was
she's like,
famous,
that's the
but that's
only real.
probably it's the only real that you know.
Yep,
Like,
she's like,
because that's probably the trade-off, which I would not complain about the trade-off, but you can drown in a bunch of nameless pussy, and for the women, I'm sure it's the same with the
Right,
penis or
right.
whichever
She's
you'd
like,
like.
I don't want a no-name dick. Like, I'm Oprah, nigga. Like, Stedman, I put up with him. But I
Right.
mean, like, somebody of that status, shit, Adele or something like, hey, look, nigga.
They got some phone number to bring over what they want, created. Exactly. Oh, yeah, you know what I'd like? I'd like 12-piece abs. I want,
Right. I just think you're right. Anybody in that level, man, you gotta have you gotta be dating somebody on that level. That's the only way. It's the only way. It's gotta be somebody that's just as busy or just as active or just as rich or that's why like Will Smith and Jada worked, you know what I mean?
Yep.
They're kind of both actors. I mean, Will God say got a lot more money, but he definitely did a lot more films than her. He's been more successful in his career, I would say. She kind of stopped doing film, I think. I don't know the last time I seen her in anything.
She was in Gotham and she was good in that.
Oh, in the series?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, was a cameo or throughout? Like
No, she was in a good amount of it, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And then the unfortunate thing though is like you have to remember that even for as amazing as Will Smith's life has been, and he has a beautiful family and a beautiful wife, and I'm sure his life experiences.
She probably took a lot on raising them though. You know what I mean?
What's that?
Her raising the kids. That might have been why she stepped back a lot on her.
Oh yeah. It could have been that she
personal-
might have done that Rick Moranis thing, which
Right,
is taken
because
back.
Will stayed with the full throttle throughout
Yep.
their whole time of them being born. You think how many movies he came out with
Oh, yeah.
How old are they? Fucking 17 to 18 or maybe they're 21
I think
now?
they're even more than that now, yeah.
Yeah.
But you have to think, even for as great as Will Smith has done in his life, he still has that question of like, damn, did she fuck Tupac? Because like they were real good friends. Like he had written her love letters, and he's dead, but
Yeah, he did.
damn, did she fuck Tupac? Shit.
Silly Willie, of course
Because they
he
were
did.
good friends. There's a lot of pictures of them hug. You know
Yeah,
that
Pac
that
did.
hug where you're just like, that's not a normal hug. That's no side hug. That's
That's
a
Pac.
Why you too? That's a Pac hug.
That's Pac hug. He was, you know what I mean?
Hug life.
They was getting that get around shit.
Yep. So what we're saying, everyone has their own cross to bear. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Even if you are Will Smith, you still got that in the back of your head. Did my wife fuck Tupac?
Right. Listen, and I'm pretty sure they have. We think because they're celebrities and shit, they don't have like stupid conversations, stupid arguments and shit.
Mm-hmm.
They probably have dumbass arguments. Why the fuck do you always take the mints when we leave the restaurant?
Yeah,
Why don't
yeah.
you leave the mints there? It drives me crazy when you do this with the toilet paper. Dumb shit we do.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, you forget that they're normal people, and I'm pretty sure they do it too, guys.
Beyonce's sister tried to fight Jay-Z, okay? For real. In real life in a goddamn elevator.
Right.
And we never would have known except there was just a camera in the elevator. Now, can you imagine how many millions and billions of things have happened that we didn't know about because there was no fucking...
Right. I'm pretty sure Beyonce takes a shit at home with the door open, and Jay hates it. You know what I mean?
Hey, yo, B!
Wait, every time I come by, B, are you serious again? Again?
Yo, B, can I get a courtesy flight?
Courtesy flush, B. Fajitas again, B. Fajitas.
B, get blue off your lap. Don't shit with blue on your lap.
Not tonight. Leave me alone. Lemonade.
She's so like,
Leave
me alone. I've been doing this too long.
Shitting with the door open. You got to remember, these are normal people, man. They do these things. You know what I mean? That's why I always love a good celebrity that kind of shows that side. Like, man, listen, man. Redman brought you to his house, man. That was a little small ass house with a garage and with nothing hanging on the wall and a little bullshit TV. Like, you know what I mean? Like, Redman, what is this? Like, nigga, that's where I live, man.
That was Redman's like third house that he just keeps because it was.
So he did it for TV. He might have did that. Yeah,
because
he
it was
might have.
$100,000 house that
For the
you
TV.
know.
This is TV. It's make it look real.
Yeah.
But shit, they don't get no more real than ODB though. That nigga was really with food stamps though.
Oh, yeah.
there was really no play. No, he's like, no, I'm going whether he did it for the camera or not. But that he really was using them shits. Like,
Yeah, because you got to remember too, whatever debt he was in, when you come out as Wu-Tang and you're signed to a major label, one person has a tough time becoming rich off a major label. Never mind, you're splitting it minimum 9 ways.
right.
Like
All right.
when they first blew up anyway, they weren't
song
making
went platinum.
shit.
All 6 you guys got to. There's 6 different broken down shares, and then on top of RZA probably getting the most shares because he produced them all. You know what I mean? So RZA was the brain of it, man. Like, look, I'm gonna get doubled on you niggas, right? I'm gonna put a verse on it, and I made the beat.
And RZA's the one that signed all the paperwork, and he did the, he was the brain
Now
behind it all, man.
that documentary is real. You could tell that there was like, And they're not scared to get their tension out in front of each other. You
Oh,
know?
yeah.
Fuck that camera. Now fuck the bullshit. Nah, man, fuck that. You know what you did. Like,
Yep.
niggas about to beef right now. Talking about some old shit. But, you know, I always respected the Wu. Big Wu. I was a Wu
Definitely.
kid. 93. Wu King.
Alexa, stop.
Stop that, crazy hoe. Sorry. You got to call a crazy hoe once in a while, man. So what day was that? That was on the 8th. Did we get through them all?
Today's the 9th when Harry met Sally and when Harry and Meghan Markle said,
That was
like,
today.
yo, we're about to bounce to Canada. We're really not into this whole king and queen and, you know,
not into this
this
princess.
whole prince and princess thing really isn't working for us. We're going to go ahead to Canada.
Oh, my God.
Fuck
he's
that
like,
shit, son.
He's like, I've been doing this all my life. He probably want to get out, too, because he's tired of not being able to take a shit without
Well,
a
Andrew
guard
got to
in front
remember,
of the door.
too, his brother is a couple years older than him, and his brother's going to be the king. So, like, listen,
What am I
if
doing here?
I'm not going to be the king unless my brother dies in some, you know,
So,
horrific
bro, you
accident.
get beef, give a holler. I'm on my way. But other
Yeah.
than that, we're going to Canada.
Exactly.
They
Like,
got
what am I going
good
to do? I'm going
fucking
to sit here
poutine
and
fries up
you know,
there.
poop.
Those are good,
People
by the way.
don't litter in Canada, you know.
And for common folks, y'all know poutine fries is cheese gravy fries. But, you know, they do it fancy. But I just,
They got the curds on them.
after the bar, I go to the diner. You know, those after drinking shit, when you need to eat something, I use cheese gravy fries or pancakes. That's like your
Yeah, I'm
diner
not sure if anyone has ever eaten gravy with fries while sober. I'm not sure if that's ever happened. You know.
I don't think I've probably done it after my love from doing it at night, but I usually did it when I was drinking. But
Yeah.
I think afterward it was kind of like mashed potatoes and gravy,
Yeah.
a little bit, you know. But they're not mashed, but the inside is. Ooh.
But that alcohol helps it, you know, because you
Soak it
see
up.
on the menu at a diner disco fries. And you're like, give me the extra disco.
I mean that disco. Some of them get a little crazy though. They start putting pulled pork and shit. I don't. That's a little too much
Yeah.
for me. I like pulled pork, but I don't throw it on fries. Shit's getting crazy now. You know what I mean? Like
You're doing too much.
you just syringe that. That's what you're doing. Syringe that. That's all that is, nigga. Because
Speaking of that, syringe that. I had to give myself a shot of testosterone because I go for testosterone shots, and because of my car situation, I couldn't make it, so they gave me something to take home, and that was a different experience that I've never.
did you
and
do it like Pulp Fiction.
you did-
Fucking bite the belt.
and it's if it was the other way, I wouldn't have done it at all because you don't have to put it in a vein; you have to put it in a muscle.
Right.
So it's literally just put it in yourself, pull it back to see. But this is the thing too, where the woman's explaining to me, and she's like, "All right, so you're gonna have to jab it in about halfway, and then you have to pull the piece back. You know where the fluid is in. I don't even know what it's called. The piece that you would push forward to put it into,
Right.
pull it back, and now you have to pull it back." And make sure that there's air bubbles and that there's absolutely no blood, because if there's blood, that means that you hit a vein or you hit and then if you put it in like that, then you're going to have a stroke or a heart attack and die immediately. And I'm like, so no pressure, right?
Whoa. That sounds like some shit I shouldn't be doing by myself.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
But
I'd have
it-
been like, listen, I'm gonna come back. When we gonna do this? Because I ain't.
But
you
it's
know.
one of those things like your thigh muscle is fucking huge. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right.
And you just put it in.
You're not gonna hit a vein.
It sounds a whole lot worse. And literally, if you pulled it back and saw blood, you'd see the blood. But it's
Right.
just one of those. It sounds.
She
a whole
had to
lot
give you
worse
that
than it
horror
is.
story, like you're gonna die. Like, bitch, I don't want to.
Yep.
Like, you can't tell people. Like, good thing that you were able to. But you can imagine like somebody that's more neurotic, kind of. You know what I mean? You
Oh,
tell
yeah.
a person like that, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna die. All they hear is die. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm gonna die now. I'm gonna die. Hypochondriac.
Bye bye
people
bye
type
da
shit,
da
you
da
know?
die.
Jesus Christmas, like that.
Yo, so what we're saying is the struggle is real. We all go through it. If you are following us on the Facebook and or the YouTube, check out the new freestyle that's up there, which spoiler alert, actually isn't a new freestyle. It's an old found freestyle,
Old founder.
but still there's gems in there. That Young Pastry has dropped a 9-minute freestyle, and
Just think of me as a 9-minute nigga. You don't know.
woo,
9-minute nigga. Just listen. 9-minute nigga.
non-click a trigger with the 9-minute.
Off the top. It was off TOP. That's what we do
All
around here.
real off the top raps.
Old school.
And there's just bars in there. There's gems in there. And if you're subscribed to our channel, please check it out, because if that's the type of comedy that you like, that's the type of comedy that we do provide and will provide. You know, there'll be nuances here and there. I'm sure that we'll grow. I'm sure that there's different things that we'll change into, much like a butterfly.
Right now we're germinating. Germinate. Like that? Germinate, you niggas.
Germany is a nation. There's bars.
Yes, and we appreciate the nation. Do we call it that? We appreciate your watermelon versus pumpkin nation. The WVP,
patch, probably,
WVP
probably the
nation.
patch. WVP nation.
That's it. That's it. The WVP nation. We appreciate you guys. Keep listening. Subscribers. Last time I saw 352. Just had two new ones the other day.
Nice.
Forgot the names already, but thank you guys. Keep coming. Tell your friend, tell a friend. Keep sharing. Keep going. Keep living. And because at the end of the day, my niggas.
It's the beginning of the night.
And I'm a nigga with a dusty hat.
And I'm a white man that hates it.
Don't they always?
I'm talking about me, not the dusty hat. I'm talking about myself, not the dusty hat. I hate that skin.
Yeah. Ooh. Shout out to the playoffs. Eagles losing, but let's go.
Oh, and the Patriots.
Yeah. Oh.
Maybe we'll talk about next week.
Yeah, next week.